Have you ever wondered what secrets lie buried beneath the sands of Egypt, hidden away for thousands of years? We all know about the Great Pyramids of Giza, the Sphinx, and the Valley of the Kings. These monuments have captivated us for centuries. But what if I told you that the biggest mystery isn't what's on the surface, but what's buried deep underneath? Recent discoveries are challenging everything we thought we knew about ancient Egypt. We're not just talking about another tomb or a few forgotten artifacts. We're talking about something enormous, something that could rewrite history as we know it. So, what is this colossal secret? Scientists, using advanced ground-penetrating radar and seismic tomography, have detected a massive, bell-shaped structure buried deep beneath the Western Cemetery at Giza. This isn't a small chamber. We're talking about a structure that is at least 10 meters long and buried up to 10 meters deep. It's a void, an anomaly, something that simply shouldn't be there according to our current understanding of the Giza Plateau. This Western Cemetery is a well-known area. It's where the high-ranking officials and royal family members of the Old Kingdom were buried in mastabas, which are these rectangular, flat-roofed tombs. Archaeologists have been excavating the site for over a century. They thought they had mapped it all out, but this new discovery suggests a hidden world right under their feet. The structure is located in a seemingly blank area of the cemetery, a patch of sand where no tombs were ever found. It's almost as if it was intentionally left empty on the surface to conceal what lies beneath. A joint team of researchers from Higashi Nippon International University and Tohoku University in Japan, along with Egypt's National Research Institute of Astronomy and Geophysics, made this groundbreaking find. They used non-invasive techniques to peer beneath the sand without disturbing the site. Think of it like a giant underground ultrasound, and the readings came back with this huge, unexplained anomaly. What's truly baffling is its shape. The L shape is not typical for any known ancient Egyptian structure of that period. Mastabas are rectangular. Tombs are usually simpler shapes. So, what is it? The team suspects it might be an entrance to a much larger complex. The L shape could be the walls of a grand passageway leading down into the darkness, or perhaps it's a foundation for a building that was never completed or was intentionally buried. The shallow part of the structure, only about 2 meters deep, appears to be filled with sand. The researchers believe this might have been a deliberate act. Was it filled to hide the entrance from future generations or from tomb robbers? The deeper section, plunging down to 10 meters, is where things get really interesting. The data suggests this is a void, an empty space, a hidden chamber, a burial vault of an unknown pharaoh, or something else entirely. This discovery throws a massive wrench into our neat timeline of ancient Egypt. The Western Cemetery was primarily used during the 4th dynasty, the age of the Great Pyramid builders like Khufu, Khafre, and Menkaure. But who could have commanded the resources to build such a massive underground structure? And why was it kept secret? Was it a royal project so secret that it was wiped from the records? Let's explore some of the theories. The most obvious one is that it's a tomb, but whose? All the major pharaohs of that era had their pyramids. The high officials had their mastabas. Could this be the final resting place of a lost king or a queen whose name has vanished from history? Or maybe it belongs to someone of immense importance, someone whose burial had to be concealed at all costs. Think about it, a secret, then plundered tomb from the height of the Pyramid Age would be the single greatest archaeological discovery of all time. It would contain treasures and knowledge that could fill entire museums and rewrite countless books. Another theory is that it's not a tomb at all, but something more functional. Some have suggested it could be a workshop or a storage facility. Building the pyramids required a logistical operation of staggering scale. Perhaps this underground complex was used to store valuable tools, religious artifacts, or even construction plans and records, items too precious to be left out in the open. The L shape could be part of a larger administrative or religious building that served the necropolis. But let's push the boundaries a little further. There are more fringe, but fascinating theories. What if the structure predates the pyramids themselves? Some researchers have long argued that the Sphinx is much older than mainstream Egyptology suggests. What if there was a sophisticated civilization on the Giza Plateau long before the pharaohs we know? Could this underground complex be a remnant of that lost civilization? A library of ancient knowledge? A so-called hall of records that figures like the psychic Edgar Cayce prophesied would be found near the Sphinx? While this is highly speculative, the sheer scale and unusual nature of the discovery force us to keep an open mind. The technology used to find this is just as incredible as the discovery itself. In the past, the only way to find out what was under the sand was to dig. This was destructive and time-consuming. Today, with tools like ground-penetrating radar GPR and electrical resistivity tomography, scientists can create detailed 3D maps of the subsurface without moving a single grain of sand, or measure how easily electrical currents pass through the ground, Voids, like chambers, resist the current differently than solid rock or sand. GPR sends radio waves into the ground and measures the echoes that bounce back together. These methods paint a picture of a hidden underground world. This isn't the first time technology has revealed secrets at Giza. In 2017, the Scan Pyramids project used a technique called muography, which tracks cosmic ray particles, to discover a massive, previously unknown void inside the Great Pyramid itself, dubbed the Big Void. Just like this new underground structure, its purpose is a complete mystery. It seems the more we look at the pyramids with modern technology, the more questions we find. These ancient wonders are not just piles of stone. They are complex, layered mysteries, and we are only just beginning to scratch the surface, or in this case, what's beneath it. So what happens next? The most crucial step is excavation. The research team is now planning a careful, targeted dig to uncover what the cell-shaped anomaly truly is. This will be a delicate process. The site is historically priceless, and any excavation must be done with the utmost care to preserve whatever is down there. The world will be watching. Every scoop of sand could bring us closer to an answer. Will they find the entrance to a pristine tomb filled with the treasures of a forgotten king? Will they uncover a storehouse of ancient secrets? Or will it be something so unexpected that it defies all our current theories? This is what makes archaeology so exciting. It's a real-life treasure hunt for knowledge. The pyramids have stood for over 4,500 years, guarding their secrets. They've seen empires rise and fall, and they've watched generations of humans gaze up at them in awe. We often think we know their story, the story of pharaohs building monuments to ensure their journey to the afterlife. But this discovery reminds us that there is always more to learn. The ground beneath Giza is like a book with most of its pages still unread. Imagine the moment the first camera is lowered into that deep void. What will it see? Piles of gold, sarcophagi, walls covered in hieroglyphs telling a story we've never heard.